Hey everybody, welcome back to our wonderful Soviet Republic, where I could really use some more workers. I really could use some more resources too. Okay, I'm done trying to pun it. Anyway, it is September 3rd. I've let this run a little bit. I've made some changes as well, and I think it's a good thing. So let's just talk about the big one. You got a lot of rails here, okay? I've added extra rails all the way up. There's at least 2 rails going through here because I anticipate we're going to be shipping a lot more stuff than we currently are. And I'm also kind of maybe reserving this area to be probably a train yard of some kind at some point. I think there's a case to be made that some cargo could totally be useful here. We might do some wood and sawmills and things in this area. I think this is going to be more houses as we need them, but I would also like to potentially, it's as useless as it is, or as worthless as this stuff is, we have so much gravel that I kind of feel like maybe, even if it's just a truck sending it to a cargo station, I'd rather sell a little bit of it than to have it sit here and do nothing, right? So, and it's possible that we can go and do some more aggregate storage from this part here and bring it over here, but I don't know. I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. In any case, had to make a modification to our bridge as well. So it comes out a little bit farther out here so that I can get this hooked up to the road, because I just realized this had no road connection at all, which means anything we store in here is completely inaccessible. That includes the alcohol, unfortunately. So I went ahead and I made this little road here. Had to restructure how this road was, but it turns out it worked out okay. And now we have a truck that is carrying about 6 tons of alcohol at a time. It's not that much, but it's carrying about 6 at a time over to this pub, and it's maxing out the pub. So I could use another pub. I can easily handle another pub. So I'm going to go ahead and just get another pub. And I think I'll probably just put it right here. It's close enough for all the citizens to use it, and it's really close to the warehouse. Actually, if I put it over here... No, I'm gonna keep it right here. Yep. And right where this connection is, no big deal. Seems good. Maybe just a little bit off it, because you'll notice I also had to put a pump in here too. So how about right here, right next to the pump? Oh yeah, I think that's pretty efficient, right here. And then we'll just build this with rubles real quick, just to get it functional. There we go. And then these guys can now walk to this pub, provided the footpath actually works for it, which it may not. I'm going to go around the pump, and now they should be able to get here pretty easily, like that. Okay, now this pub is going to need supplies, of course, so they're going to start using it most likely. People are going to work here, all that stuff. We are not going to take any deliveries unless there's like 0.5 tons, and then we'll go ahead and buy it if we need it. But I don't believe we're ever going to need that, because this truck is going to get a new route, or a new addition to its routes. So I'm going to add a stop after this one to go here. And I want you to just unload everything you got. All right. The idea here is it's going to load this one until it's super full. Then it's going to come around and load another one. So if this one's full, it will then proceed to unload for the next one, and it just kind of works down the chain that way. So I'm going to let that happen. This truck probably already has a load. It does. So I'm just going to tell it to progress to this stop, please. And now we can get another pub serviced if we need to. So there you go. Yeah, September. So we're harvesting all this stuff. I was pretty sure we were going to fill this grain storage, and we may still. We're kind of pulling crops and stuff out of this still too, but I was pretty sure we were gonna fill this up. So I went ahead and added a second one over here, and we're seeing them load that into the silo too. This is gonna put crops really close to the food factory, so that's good too. Speaking of the food factory, this path here is really doing nothing. Like the forklifts can't even get to it, so like it's not really helping me much. So I can remove this, and chances are we most likely will see this whole area get shifted and moved at some point too, probably. Ooh, Is it getting cold enough for frost? What's this white ground stuff happening? I think everything is dying, huh? We might see this whole thing move because, like, as long as I keep enough sellers in here, we're kind of holding our own with the shoppers, but every once in a while, we'll get this line outside the store of people waiting to shop here, right? As long as I keep the number of sellers good, we're good. So I have one of these houses, I think it's this one. They're mostly educated people. I have them told to basically work in that shopping center. And there's one house that's dedicated to doing that. I think I'm going to shift it to be this house, though. So work in the shopping center, please. Mostly because these guys are closer to the oil refinery, and I would like them to work there instead. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to tell them to work in the oil refinery instead. And hopefully that shifts the workload to a house that's a little further away. Speaking of the oil refinery, it's used up all of its storage now. We have over 100 workers regularly in here. It's used up all of its storage, which means it's starting to draw off of this tank. Not good. So I can decrease the number of workers here just a little bit, just to try to like limit productivity in here. It's finding a balance, right? How much can we process into fuel and not drain off this tank? And right now you can see that balance. Around 120 workers or so, about 130 workers, we start to see the oil refinery's supply increase. And that's what we're looking for, just this little increase. And I think if I leave it at 140 maximum, I don't know if that's going to take care of it. It's starting to just barely come down. So one way to fix it, of course, is to increase the amount of oil that we're sending it, right? And just find another pipeline somewhere that we might be able to use. So I don't really think I can do that. I've got most of my oil that I have in the vicinity without having to invest a super big amount of money in it is kind of already being used here. I don't see... Let me just make this map a little bit bigger. There's something over here. That's... Oh, wait, what's this? That's a town. Yeah, this is another town over here. So what I'm looking for is whether or not I have any more pump jacks just sitting around, and I don't think I do. What's this right here? Is this anything? Is that really just a city? A little town? Yeah. It is. This little dot here is that. Yeah, so I don't have any more pump jacks. So to find oil, of course, I'd have to... Well, I'd have to go to a source. One thing I could potentially do... And I don't know if this is cheating or not, but there's oil right here, okay? There's oil right here. I don't know how many of you guys who play the game do this, but like it's just chilling in the water. Any of you guys terraform the water up and get rid of water just to access a resource? I don't know, I was thinking about doing that because you can terraform this game. You can, you know, raise and lower the land and all that stuff too. I've got plenty of bulldozers to do it, but I don't know if that's gonna matter with the water or anything like that. Yeah, so for the next available oil source that's reasonable to go get, it's probably right here, and it looks like that is outside my border. I hope it's not. Oh, it's right. Okay, so we have a little bit right here inside the border. We could maybe grab this, but like it's kind of an investment to go get this. 77, 78%. I mean, it's not that bad, but like it's a long way from existing pipes. So like that's easily another 100 grand. And I don't really want to spend any more on oil. So I think instead of investing more in oil pump jacks and stuff, I'm just going to limit how much I process. Because I think overall that's just, it's going to work out. It's going to work out just fine. So we have a good supply here of everything. I've been upgrading roads. You'll see that we have gravel all the way to the border now. And we also have some gravel all the way through here. In addition to the tracks, which I did admittedly, you know, I paid rubles for the tracks. One thing I see as a problem with my little cargo bay here, I know this is mostly a recap video because sometimes I just like to sit and think about things and fiddle with things for a bit, and it doesn't really have a structure for a video, so I just like to recap you and then we proceed with other things. But I had to move my fuel pump station because of this little bridge extension to get this road in. I did ultimately have to move this, which means I had to implement a pump as well. And that's kind of but I did have to pump it because it was just too far from this tank. Going on that note, though, because I'm pumping it, I decided to use a different pump. I used a splitter instead of using the merger. This is going to allow me to potentially, if I want to, redirect fuel somewhere else. And that means another train, cargo bay, or wherever over here or over here. I can redirect the fuel now, not just oil, going through here. I also just discovered something, and I don't know why I didn't know this before, but I figured out why I couldn't get the oil to pop up on top of the ground. And this is, again, probably something that other people have already told me in the comments, but hey, like I said, I really like to discover it on my own. So I knew that you could do this with the bridges and stuff. Like, you saw me demonstrate this with the bridges, but I didn't think about it being done underground either. I don't know why, it just slipped my mind on that. But from the underground view, you can raise and lower these. So there is an infrastructure for this, but the deeper you go, the more expensive it is to do, right? So, but how I get it to raise up and show above ground is just to raise it up all the way, right? Raise it up to the surface, you know? So I can do that. I just didn't realize it before. And now that I have, when I reposition this and got the pump in, I could get the tap to the top and then run this pipe straight into here. So good to go. What else? So I think as our population grows, this store is gonna need to be bigger. We're just gonna need a bigger one. And I'm actually I like that I have this new pub here now, because that means I can potentially tear down the other pub. Because I think that's the next step, is probably to tear down this other pub, get it out of the way so that I can put in a bigger one. We have 203,000 rubles. We're very profitable, as you see, as I've been recording. This has been going up the whole time. And what I think I want to do here is probably get, if I go with the bigger grocery store, the shopping center, sorry, I can fit it right here. Not only can I fit it right here, but all I would have to remove really is the pub and the regular shopping center that I have, and it aligns up already with that track. So I would just, it basically just taps right into the existing track network that I already have there. And the whole plan is solid then. And then what I would do is I would take the road connection from this, because there's a road connection here too on the sides. It's kind of weird. Like, I would have liked it to be here, but you know, that's not where the track connection is. So I'd come over here, and what I'd probably do is that road connection off to the left, I just connect it to this road. This road was a complete accident to make asphalt. I didn't mean to, and I didn't realize that I did it until after they already started laying in the asphalt, and like the stuff was already delivered, and I'm just kind of like, all right, whatever. So there you go, I guess. But we've got asphalt all up in here, at least to this far now, and all the way to this far. And I do plan to, you know, make more asphalt all the way through here, because again, it increases their walking range and stuff as well. Although most of them are going to use the walking paths to do that. Okay, I think I've recapped enough, I think. I don't think there's anything else. I've added a couple of football fields over here, you know, really unexciting. And yeah, I think what I'd like to do is I want to get started on other resources, like I said. So how about we look at boards and wood and things like that. So I would like to go to probably, I think it's various industry. Yeah, a wood cutting post. So we get the 76, 75%-ish kind of thing happening here. And if I could get it to be, it'd be cool if the sawmill and everything was like right in here. It does look like this supports factory connections, which is very fortunate. So if I could maybe get this close enough to maybe even get it over here so these guys could work here if they wanted to. I'm all right with this. Let's go 77 potentially. Can I get 77 out of this? Where's a good source for wood here? Whoa. Now that's probably a good source. I can't seem to get it over 75 though. Is there anywhere where this is not going to be over 75? It looks like 75 might just be the peak here. I saw a 78 in there, but like that's nothing. So, okay. I guess we'll just look for somewhere around that 75 range. And over here is where I originally wanted it. So I'm going to put it over here, actually. And we're going to go off this road a little bit. Probably right about 75 could be here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and build it there. I didn't want to build it with rubles. So let me just real quick cancel this construction. We'll look to finish it on our own unless we want to pay for the rest of it. And we probably will pay for the rest of it. But this is going to get us, this workflow here is going to get us boards. And this starts the chain, the process of getting materials that we can use to build buildings, not just roads. The big one we're going to need is steel and iron and all that. And we're going to have to do that somewhere else. I think this city over here, Kira Rush, which I'm going to get your guys' names for stuff and replace this too. So if you haven't done that yet, I think I asked about it in a previous video. Please do that. I am going to look, and I will name these towns little different things. All right, we will change them. But this process, right, we're going to get the wood, and we'll have workers and stuff going for that. But then we need a sawmill, and the sawmill can be attached to it. And at the rate this produces, it seems like each wood cutting post should have its own sawmill by the rate that these things work through it. This will make 140 boards out of 180 tons of wood. And as long as you fully staff it, if you fully staff both buildings, it seems to me that you can get... Whoa, hang on. I see 78 over here. Ooh, 78. Hang on, can we see 79? Survey says. Yeah, I saw it right there. What about 80? Can we get 80? Oh, there we go. That's the ticket right there. We're going to get 80 right here, too. So let's get 81. Do I hear 82? This is like a good spot here, I guess. Let's do 81 right here. And then we're going to, yeah, we do the sawmills. They connect up. It seems like they connect up. And I'll do it like this. You know, we're going to need forklifts and stuff, though, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to need forklifts and stuff, too. Okay, here's how we'll play this, then. We're going to take, and it's always in here. Yep. We're going to take one of these instead. I feel like, should I just connect these both up? Maybe we do. We could always ship out the boards too. Like we could sell the boards. I don't know what they're worth. What are they worth if I sold boards? They're not worth much. What is there like an evolution past boards? No, so selling wood is, well, okay. Selling the wood sucks. Selling the boards also sucks, but it may be on a scale. If we strip enough of it, right? Maybe it'll be okay. Because this train could haul a lot more stuff, but right now it just has the oil. So ideally what I would like to see out of this train is that we fill it up to like 11 cars worth or so. And it pulls in here, loads up on all the fuel and stuff that it needs from the tankers. Then it pulls into this station, which I think I'm actually going to move this down to this area so that it lines up on the same side of the tracks as the fuel. Right now, if you want to stop at this station, you can't get fuel. It's an either or situation, either. Like you can't just go get fuel and go here just because this is on this side. And that's why it's not built yet, because I'm not sure where I want it. But I think what I'm actually going to do is put it over here. And that way they could get fuel and also go get this. And we need a long enough track to where a full long train, like 11 or 12 cars or 20 cars or however long it is, I don't know. But we need a really long track. So that's why this whole area is kind of, it's going to be this long area for a train yard. And, you know, there's a road through here. And I think this is too close. This area right here is not far enough. So we're probably going to put it over here. That being said, though, we can ship things like the extra gravel. We can ship things like the boards that we're not using. We can try to load up any resource at all that we have access of, that we filled our storage for. we can go ahead and ship it out. And there's no reason why we should keep around excess supply. So the other thing I'm looking at is, do we have storage for like boards? So I would think it's an open storage area, right? Like, not really a container facility. That's for shipping with boats, which we're totally going to do as well. And I'm going to use this river way over here to do it, because that river goes all the way down there. And there's actually some resources like coal. That's how I'm going to get coal. There's going to be coal over here in another town, totally self-sufficient from everything else, right? Totally separate. And that city over there is going to ship coal down the river to match up and meet up to be like maybe over here in this area, and then it gets shipped through with cars or with, you know, a chain of trucks, or maybe we even bring the train over here. I don't know. Maybe it's expensive, but it's a lot faster. And then we could do that. The other thing I thought about doing, which I don't know, maybe it's cheating, could be, is I thought about terraforming a little bit, right? See how this little area here is kind of, you know, I don't know if a ship can go through this. We can lower the terrain in this area if we want to. It's like this. Cost us like a couple thousand rubles to do that, so I just blew through like 3,000 or 4,000 rubles. But you can lower the terrain, and then ships can now utilize this space, right? And now by doing that, I guess I kind of connected these two rivers in a different spot, right? So where I'm getting with this is, if we had a ton of rubles, you know, maybe we get, you know, 3, 4, 5 million rubles or whatever. To make this more effective for us, we could get this river, terraform ourselves a whole new gapping river right through here, and then do the same thing right through here. And then now we could get our shipyard to receive all the stuff from the river. We could get that thing like right up in here, and it's just right here, ready for us. We don't have to do any shipping at all. Like, no need for the train tracks or anything. That is going to take a lot of money, but I mean, that's a feasible thing to do. It's especially with these two lakes being kind of close together. So something I was thinking about doing too. Anyway, wood. Let's do the wood. Yeah. So we want to go various industry, and I wonder if having multiples of these next to each other matters. I don't know. Once again, we're not going to auto bill with rubles, although it looks like I already did. Damn. I already did. Well, all right. We'll go 72, 73, 75. Let's try 75. Try here. If we can get 76, I suppose it behooves me not to try that, right? 76 up here. Okay. We'll get the sawmill, and I think I'm going to put it on this side. The thing is, though, I need forklift junctions for this. If I want to have everything moving without trucks to get to aggregate storage, and then the trucks and trains can get the aggregate storage, that'd be preferred. Yeah, it would. And the trains could then move through here and connect to this track. They can move right through here, honestly. Yeah, right along this road, and then meet up right through here to a cargo station. Yep. So we could do that with the cargo station too. So if that is the case, probably want to go something like this. So yeah, it did take a second, and it took quite a second. But what I wanted to do, the goal was, I know it looks like squiggly lines everywhere, but trust me, it'll make sense. So what I needed to do was find a way to get the sawmills accessible by no trucks, right? I want no trucks for all this stuff. So we have wood cutting posts 3, 2, and 1. I guess I'll just do 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. These are opportune locations where I get the greatest percentages. Then we need 1 sawmill for each wood cutting post, pretty much. If we can fill everything up with workers, then it works really well. So we have 1 here, here, and here. That means a 3 to 3. We have the forklift garage right here, which is going to carry up to 4 forklifts that are going to move things around. If I need another forklift garage, okay, I'll put it right here, because there's an extension. There's a part right here that connects here. Then all of this gets met up with a open storage. This is a medium open storage, and the open storages are capable of holding a lot of stuff. So open storage here, it can hold 1,170 tons of boards. It's very good. It can also hold wood. So for overproducing wood, they can bring it in there too. So that works out pretty well. The other cool thing about this storage is that it also has train track accessibility. It has a built-in track, which is great because I just said I wanted to send this stuff up over here. So we can just, you know, do that. I might adjust how this road connects, but the hope was that I didn't have to cross it, but it looks like I'm gonna have to because I kind of want to be on this side when I do this. Now we have quite a bit of sort of gravel here that's just sitting around, and I think this is going to be what we use, and then I'm going to put another one when this is all filled up. I'm going to put another one of these things over here and have trucks send it that way, and we're going to get aggregate storage just like we have here, and we'll just also put this on trains too, and we can send it out there with a completely separate storage. So we'll have that, but first, in order to get all of this working, I'm going to need power probably. So, and it's also pretty expensive to build all this stuff, so I don't know about being able to build it right away. So we'll start with the wood cutting posts because those are the raw materials. We'll fund those with rubles, fund this with rubles, and I think we probably should just go ahead and build the roads as well for these. So I'm gonna say bop, and it's just gonna build them all. Stop. It just built them all, didn't it? Yeah. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. Please don't. Please don't build them all. This should not be having... I really wish there was a way to, like, maybe only select certain roads to build with. But at least now we get the other stuff connected and whatever. The rest of this stuff can be built by my dudes, okay? Construction offices need to be tied to this. So go construction. Where is it? Right here. Construction office. Can you, yeah. Make sure you're building this too, okay? Thanks. And all of this stuff. Make sure you're building all of this stuff, okay? Yeah. So they already are on the case. That's a lot of asphalt. All of this stuff is all asphalt. It's quite a lot. So what I should have done there is I should have said start construction and then manually chose which roads I wanted to build. That's the right way to do it. I should have learned my lesson by now, but I didn't. Hey, wait a minute. No. Why? No. What? Wait, what? No. Are you all? No, because these are construction, not paid. Didn't pay for this. You know what it is? I probably had the, pay with rubles thing. I have it all selected. That's what happened. I have this selected already, and then I selected this, and it did it. Well, whatever. We paid for a little bit of asphalt. But what I mean is this is a lot of asphalt, okay? Then, to get people to work here, you're going to need bring them in on trucks, right? So I'm going to bring a bus stop, I think right over in this area. How do I connect everybody to bus stops like this? Can I get this bus stop in right? Ooh, I can right here. Nice. That's pretty good. The question really, though, will be whether or not, like, did they walk? Can I have a walking path go across these? If I can't, that's going to be harder. I could do that. I don't think I can connect to these. No. So the only way to get this to work, I guess, would have to be to go across here like this. Then this would go here. And then I guess we're going to have to get... I'll put the bus stop right here. This is an okay spot for it. The bus stop can go right like this. Yes. Like this. They should be able to walk there, no problem. Bus stop there, and then this can walk already. I want them... I don't think they need to be able to walk to storage, but they just need to be able to walk to these locations. So I think if I was to go about like... Maybe like this. Maybe this would be acceptable. Ooh, that's difficult. How about right here? And then the footpaths will go over this way. Like, well, maybe. Like that. And then also over here like this. it's important to do that. You might think, well, they'll just walk across the road. Well, they will, except the gravel road doesn't have great walk speed to where the walking path does. So this will extend their range by using this path, and that will get them to work. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I guess it's kind of weird to do it that way, but it does, like I said, it extends their path. Make sure they can get in there. All right. So that takes care of some really weird squiggly lines for our big wood/board operation over here. And we're going to be able to build whatever we want. Oh, yeah. We'll have another construction office, by the way. This one's going to be dedicated to roadways and things like that. So I don't think, aside from concrete, maybe not even that, I don't think I'm going to need this to be hooked up to any other type of resource. Unless I start doing the streetlights and stuff, then I guess. But another construction office with different vehicles, different focus, all that stuff is going to be specialized in buildings. And then that will be hooked up to all this stuff too. Okay, I think we're ready for the sawmills at least. So let's get the sawmills funded. Right like so. And we'll go ahead and get the bus stops in as well. We just need a little bit of concrete in order to do this. Can I make concrete? No, I need coal. Can I just buy the coal and make my own concrete? Can we just do that? I'm just going to do that. Hold on. I need to figure out where it is first. I want to say that it's in... Well, now I don't know. What industry are you in? Various? Can't be that. Not metals. Construction related? That would make sense. Concrete plant. So concrete plant takes in cement. I need the cement factory. That's what I need first. And I think that is... I don't know where that is. I thought maybe it was various industry, but that's not it. So metallurgy? Large for aggregate, bulk storage. No, it wouldn't be that either. Well, oh, okay. So it's in gravel, coal, and iron, and then further aggregate processing. That's where it is. So the cement plant is going to take coal, gravel, and produce cement, and then we can use the cement for concrete, and then that's another resource we use to, make buildings and such. So, the thing is, though, that takes a lot of coal. It takes a lot of coal. I would be sucking down. I'd be buying coal a lot. I need to get coal connected to my civilization, and the closest source of coal is right here. It's not unreasonably far away, but it's still pretty far away. Like, it's going to take an investment to get there. But coal would be right... Where's my coal mine? Right here. Where are you? Right here. It's not that great either, right? We're talking 65, 67% at most. Like, this is not the best source, but it's still something. And it's expensive, too. If I'm going to buy this with rubles, it's 104,000 for this. So, but I need the coal sent over here so I can start making... well, I need it for pretty much making everything else that I'm not making right now. And then a lot of people use coal as their power. I looked at the supply, and oil was in really higher supply, so I went ahead and just said this is how I want it instead. I'm really happy to see the oil refinery having its own source building up, and so is this one. Both of these numbers are going up. That makes me happy. So I think this is an appropriate amount of workers. Yep, we want this to keep going up too. And let's see how this is. Okay, so far so good. Exports are great. It's just like an automatic thing. Trains will just do their thing. These factories will just do their thing. The oil pipeline does its thing. Very nice. All right, speaking of doing their thing, it's time to see some of these guys working. We got our asphalt pavers, right, on the scene. Just waiting for things to get delivered. Lots of stuff to get delivered here. Huh? More gravel coming in. Got some more gravel in that truck, right? Yeah. They're starting to work again. It's not completely full at this time. So it's just a waiting game now while we're still making money. But it's a waiting game to get all this stuff done, so I don't have to spend the money and I can spend the resources. I will go ahead, though, and fund the bus stations at least, because I want workers to be able to come into here. And I think I will fund the footpaths as well. So just clicking footpaths, since this is already auto-clicked, yeah. And then for the connections between factories, though, we definitely want these to be made with our own resources, because asphalt and stuff is expensive. And then for this, I can't actually create this myself. I'd have to import concrete. I wonder if I can buy concrete. Can I just buy concrete straight up? What does it cost on the market? Concrete, $18.76. That's not bad. It's certainly cheaper than just... I mean, it's cheaper than coal. I need coal to process into cement, which processes into concrete. I might as well just buy the concrete at this price. I think I will. Let's just do that. What do I store concrete in? Looks like... is that the open storage? No. It's got to be something else. Cement silo. Wait, concrete is another one of those things that... Oh, wait. Yeah. I can't store concrete. It's just like asphalt. You have to mix it and use it while it's fresh. But I could buy cement. Cement can be stored. And what is cement on the market? Cement is pricey. Of course it is. Of course it's pricey. The one that I can side skirt around this, yeah. All right, then. Honestly, it might just be better to buy coal at this price. One other thing we need while they're still laying in the stuff and getting these paths sorted out, one other thing we need is power to this area. So I'm going to get power. Hi. Can I have... Nope, this. Yep. I think this is not going to be enough substations. I predict we will need a transformer actually over here, because sawmills, unless this is not realistic, are very power hungry. So I'm going to do that. And I think I might steal from this source, because this is high voltage. And I don't think we're really using hardly anything here. So I'm going to steal from this source. And we're going to take these power lines. And we're going to take, I think, both of them all the way over. Yep, all the way to here. Come on. All right, how about this? Line up here. Thanks. And then go all the way over. Like, whoops, did I go too far? Sure did. Go this far, like that. We'll just go along the road. And we'll cut it all the way over to here. And then we're going to need a switch. It's going to have to be a medium voltage switch. So we'll get a switch about, let's say, this is fine, right about here. And then this switch will hook up there. And then we're going to have the two transformers, two substations. So the first substation will be on this side. And we'll handle all of these buildings right about here. Kind of wanted to get it away from these, but yeah, we're just going to have you handle these. Oh, whatever. Just let it be. Right there. And then the second substation can be on this side over here. And it'll go along the... I guess we'll just bring it along the road. All right. So we'll take this. Go that way with it. And then take this and go that way with it. And before we do that, we're going to select to auto pay. That will build the remainders that I just queued up. There we go. Okay. Substations are going to get funded with rubles. Here we go. And substation funded with rubles. That should provide power to all of these buildings. Hopefully. Because we're not using nearly enough voltage from that. Like that's... We got plenty of voltage left there. And we should see it anyway. Buildings without power supply. Did I miss something, or does it just need time to run? Oh, wait. This isn't built. Yep, I missed something. Switch is built. Is that good? Should be good now. We are indeed only using half of what our capacity is there. And only, well, we're using 91% of capacity here. Okay, Well, to be fair, this one is also connected to a lot of these other ones that are connected to other substations. So it's realistically around 35%, I guess. So, okay. And then the last thing to do is to get the storage built. That's expensive, but we need it, so go. And then really at this point, it's all about these guys. These little engines that can. I think they can. I think they can. Let's hook up this road to here. Just to give an extra... Oh, I rubled it. Damn it. Might as well do this one then to get people in. Whatever. And let's unselect this so I don't do it any accidentally again. Yep. Let all the asphalt be manually done. This bus stop. Interesting. Do we need this many bus stops? I don't think so. This one can go. We don't need this one. Goodbye. Okay, good. So now it's just about setting up the routes to get people here. And I think I'm just gonna... It's $44,000 or $4,400. 4,400 rubles for this road. But I'm gonna fund it because I want to start shipping people here now, dang it. All right, I need 2 buses. Give me a bus. Give me a good bus. We have more advanced little vans and stuff now, too. It's kind of cool. We could have these little vans running around instead of the buses. It's like 7 passengers. But they travel 90. That's not bad. 7 passengers. This one's 8. Or is it 6? I can hardly tell. I think it's cheaper, so it's probably 6. Let's get these little microbuses. How many employees do these things need? 30 workers. The sawmill is 20 workers. That's not too shabby. We could maybe deal... We could do with a couple little vans. I think we'll do the buses. It's just like a one trip and done sort of thing. I'd rather that be the case. So let's have do 2 of the smaller buses, I guess. It doesn't really matter, does it? 40 passengers, but it's... But they're faster. Yeah, these ones are faster. Okay, they can take advantage of the asphalt roads. We're going to get 2 of these. 2 of these. Okay. This one is going to travel to, let's say, this stop, pick people up, and bring them here. All right. Then I want you to come to here. Whoops. Then I want you to come to here and bring people here. Okay, and that's your route. So go. And then we're going to have this bus do kind of the same thing, except it's going to originate from a different route or from a different bus stop, just because. Oh, you know what we should also do? Get these guys going. Because we should bring in all these workers, you know? Let's get these guys going. Bus stop to here. From here? Yeah. We'll go, let's say... I don't want to demolish any of these homes, so I guess we'll just go like this. And then the walkway will be right here. That'll get them where they need to be. Hopefully getting to this bus. And then this bus, that's what we'll do. We'll have this new bus that I just made. That faster one. Which is, I mean, it's going to be driving on gravel roads for a while, but whatever. We'll grab this one and have you take them all the way over to... I should probably stop here anyway. Let's have you stop here, and then here, and then here. Okay, that's your stop. And then maybe here anyway, just because. All right, good. And then you come back to this, and then this, and then this. And then you're going to repeat. You're going to go to here anyway. That's the start of your route, so go. That's a long bus route, man. We'll see what happens with that. Probably a good idea to have long bus routes like that, though. Are you not done? You looked done. Just finish it. We just finish this so I can have it done. Yes, finish it. Finish it. Is this not... Yeah, this isn't connected to a road anymore anyway, so... Get this put in here, because we can, and then this one will come out that. All right. Good. So, that's the start of our wood. We're going to get all of it. Sawmills, right? Wood storage. We got this. And then we'll hook this up to the trains. Have this come across the road and then wind this way. Actually, probably across the road a little further. Maybe over up to here and then over here. So, because I want to, like I said, I want to get that gravel and stuff hooked up over here too. So if I was to add another one of these, I guess it'd be one of these gravel processing plants. If I was to add another one of these over here, about like this. Yep. Right like this. Then I could add another aggregate storage. But can I do it with rails instead? Like a railway aggregate storage kind of thing? Let's see. Open platform. No, I want the large aggregate storage. Small. Probably small. Because I think most of it I want to preserve to use it. But then, you know, where I can, I'd like to ship it. So I think that's how we're going to do this. So this aggregate storage will go here. Connect to this, I suppose. Yep, right here. And then that will just store the excess. And then what we can do is we'll have this sent off to a train yard somewhere else. You know? So, okay. And then at this point, I think, what's my unemployment rate? Unemployed workers, 3,384. That's like nationwide. Okay, we're talking about just this area. And I don't know, actually. I don't know how to tell that. But I will say there's a lot of people with radios and stuff. And I think I'm going to let this run. And we're going to get to like, you know, 400,000, 500,000, a million rubles. Right? It'll be winter very soon here. The crops are almost all the way harvested. That's nice. It's going to be nice to see these silos. I think that was necessary. Yeah. No, it wasn't. Because we're making food really, really quick too. Oh, we got a couple of people waiting outside every once in a while. Kindergartens are looking good. They're not super full. I added an extra house right here. I didn't tell you that. I added an extra house right here, and I chose to import, if they call it expert workers, but basically they're highly educated people. So there's 16 university educated people here, and they're basically being told to work wherever they want, but I'm assuming they're working in the schools. I don't know that, but they can reach, you know, kind of everything. I would hope that they're working in the schools. But in any case, there you go. That's today's episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I'm having a blast. I hope you are too. We're going to get, don't worry, I'll get hospitals and fire and all that stuff set up over here too. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you next time where we will absolutely have all of this done. All of our construction workers will have all of our paths done. All these asphalt paths. And we will hopefully have, you know, boards and stuff starting to get assembled, which would be really nice. So take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.